And we are live. So I'm just quickly looking at a few things before I go ahead. Just give me 10 seconds. We will start quickly off with the topic in hand, and I will let you why I am wearing this mask. So just let me quickly get into things. Okay, so I just adjusted the settings, and yes, now I can clearly see what is the situation, current situation. And this was the problem that I wanted to adjust. And thank you so much for your patience, guys. Before we get into the topic, I'm going to quickly take a few seconds and have a chat with you about something that is happening right now. And I will get into the conversation after that. So I'm just trying to ensure, yeah, I was trying to ensure that everything was fine. And yes, it is now. And so I just did a report on yesterday's game, which I will now be sharing with you guys. As you can see, the topic is a serious one, and a lot of people had a say on that. But before that, let's get into the game yesterday, which was between Chelsea and United, and I did do a report on that for this website called the Sports Tattoo. So now let me get into it. Just a minute. Yeah. So three reasons why Manchester United lost to Chelsea. Now, these are my three reasons. Oh, yeah, before that, let me get into the reason why I am wearing this mask. The reason I'm wearing this mask is because this mask provides me better protection than David De Gea can for Manchester United right now. Anyways, so that joke is done. Let me get rid of the mask. We are almost set to get into the topic. As I was saying, this mask provides me better protection than David De Gea can do for Manchester United, and that is about that. Now, getting into the topic, as I said, I did an article about this, three reasons. So, after the introduction, the goals, and talking about everything, I went into the 3 points, dropping Greenwood, Pogba, and Marshall from the first team. If you saw yesterday's game, these three guys, the talented players that United have, did not start the game. So it was actually a bit of a loss for them. I think these three players should have started that game yesterday. And unfortunately, Solskjaer did not feel the need to start them. And he did not start with them. And he got that wrong. The starting lineup, there were discrepancies in the starting lineup, and it didn't work out for him. He should have probably stuck to the same starting lineup that he had. And I hope he does not change too many things around. Don't do a Pep. You saw what Pep did and how things he fucked it up. So don't do that, Solskjaer, for your own sake and for Manchester United's sake. So this is not a video where I'm going to crib or I'm going to abuse or going to say that Manchester United is shit. They have been playing some decent football. They have been assisted by the referees and VAR. But I'm just going to mainly talk about some things that I've seen, and the comments that I've put in as a title, they have not been said by me. They have been said by United fans itself. So let's just get into the next point. Next point was he got it tactically wrong. So tactical madness, and he played Daniel James there instead of Marshall, which was he was decent, but it didn't work out. He could not produce enough. He's not in form right now. He needs to probably play next season directly. Anyways, maybe he'll play the next game because they need some rest as well. Anyways, coming into the next part, that was a tactical madness by Solskjaer. Again, what he did was what Solskjaer does is he plays five at the back against a team that he feels has a good attack. So he set it up tactically to be a defense-minded game, and it did not work out because Chelsea changed things around. They got Pulisic out of the team. They made a few changes here and there. So I can say that it was a 60-40 game to Chelsea, apart from the David De Gea part where he contributed to their demise from the FA Cup. So again, those three C backs, centre backs, and the two wing backs, that is what he generally plays. But the thing was that Chelsea changed things around. It wasn't a quick paced game. They slowed the game down. So Manchester United could not counter attack. When how this tactic works, I'll just tell you, and I'll quickly also share with you the lineup for yesterday, and I will, so that I'll be able to explain it better to you. Come on, Arsenal! Come on, Arsenal! The reason I'm saying that, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I am hoping that we can win this FA Cup final. So I was just quickly getting into that. I will get into that analysis. I will just quickly get into that analysis and give you an update on what I was trying to say with respect to this. I'm not saying that it was a one-sided game, but uh, I'll show you where he got it wrong. I'll show you where he got it wrong, got it wrong, got it wrong. He got it wrong. He got it. Unfortunately, you were wrong, and I will show you some more stuff as well. Okay, there is the formation isn't showing up there on Google, so I will have to either use a tactical a platform where I can design the team. But right now, what I'll just tell you basically. So he played five at the back. Uh, with respect to the team, he played five at the back, and it was Lindelof, it was Bailly, and it was Maguire as the three centre backs. It was on the left hand side Brandon Williams, and on the right hand side it was, who was it playing? Who was it playing? Who was it playing? Who was it playing? It was Van Bissaka playing there, yeah, right wing back. So he played these five, and this was the tactic that he played, and it did not work out because of the fact that Chelsea dropped Pulisic from the first team, and instead of that, Pulisic, they got in. I think they played Jorginho and Kovacic at the center. So Pulisic went out, and Mount was playing in midfield. Giroud up front, Willian on the right, and it was, who was on the left? Who was on the left? Who was on the left? Who was on the left for Chelsea? It was. Who was the guy? Who was the guy? Alonso? No, it wasn't Alonso. Alonso was playing as the wing back. Let me just quickly remind myself. It was Willian on the right. Pedro, no, Pedro came in later on. Reece James was right wing back. Alonso was left wing back. Aspilicueta, Zuma, and Rudiger were the three centre backs. Mount, Kovacic, and Jorginho. Willian and Mount. I think Mount. Wait, let me think. Giroud at the center, Willian right, Mount central. Who was on the left then? Left. I think it was Mount on the left, Jorginho and Kovacic at the center, and Alonso was obviously the wing back. So I think that is how they set it up. I don't think I'm missing anyone because Giroud went out, Kovacic went out, Mason Mount went out, Willian went out. These were the four subs that they made. So they didn't feel the need to get Pulisic involved after they scored goals. So I think the only player, as I said, Zuma, Reece James played right back. Uh, I think they set it up as a 4-3-2-1. Yeah, I think. Sorry, it was a 4-3. No, it was, yeah, 4-3-2-1. So where the four that were there, or you can say it was a 3-4-2-1. 7, yeah, 3-4-2-1. So where the three at the back were Zuma, Reece James, and the third one was Rudiger. Sorry, Zuma, Rudiger, and the third one was who was the third one? Who was the third one? Who was the third one? So much confusion. I should have had the formation in front of me. It was Zuma, Rudiger, and Aspilicueta. Right, Reece James on the right, Alonso on the left. So this the three were there, and this four had Kovacic and Jorginho there. So 3-4, and the two in front of him were Mount and Willian, and the one was Giroud. I think this was the formation that they played. I was just quickly reminding myself, and that is what they played. Yeah. So based on that, what they did was they did not keep the pace of the game as quick as they might have generally kept it. Generally, what you see is if Chelsea plays fast football, if say suppose the likes of you can say maybe if Pulisic was playing in that game, he would have been very fast, and the attacks and the counter attacks would have been at a very fast rate. So Chelsea did not play that game. They slowed down the tempo of the match. That is exactly what Arsenal also did to Manchester City and came out with the 3 points. I mean the win and advanced to the final of the FA Cup. Exactly same thing. Exactly same thing. You have seen now that Chelsea have done, and they have knocked out Manchester United from the competition as well. And the last point, obviously, David Dia's errors killed off the game, which this whole video is about, and we will get into it. So that is about that. Yes, David Dia's errors killed off the game, and I will get into that now because as I started off with the whole joke about David Daya, so let me share a few more things with you. And before we get into what Jose Mourinho said, let's get into what the fans have said because this isn't me saying it, this is the fans saying it. So even though the website is goal.com, but I think the Twitter reactions that they do are of the fans and not of goal itself. They don't make up those tweets. So as I'm going through this, they have put the videos of the two errors. David Daya scoring twice, literally for Chelsea, you can say in a way. Anyways, so Elias says David Daya shouldn't start another game for Manchester United unless it's legends friendly. Is he a legend, United legend? Don't think so. But anyways, Ogden is saying just feel sorry for Spain, Daya or Kepa. None. Get in a new keeper. And Amazon Prime Video Sport is saying how times change. David Daya, legend, maybe possibly not, not too sure, but yeah, he has done good for them. They can debate about it. Is one of the Chelsea players hit a shot destined for the top corner? Daya would try and save it with his foot. That's some good trolling. David Daya is finished. Anyone know what time United stand and chill is tonight? Yeah, because they will crib about it. They got a crib about it. Anyways, the next thing, these two goals are bad news for Sheffield United. Yeah, exactly, because Dean Henderson will be back in the team now at United, and that was DT's comment, who was just promoting it, promoting the United stand. Great. And the next one, Duncan Alexander, Sergio Romero, casually with 36 clean sheets and 59 appearances for United. I really like this tweet. They dropped Romero. They're fucking up his chances of getting into the Argentine first team now. A lot of people are saying that Martinez will be number one. Second thing, David Daya did not deserve to start that game because it was Romero who was actually playing for them in the FA Cup. But he started based on reputation and he messed it up, and Romero was out of the team. Next, Rance is saying Willian has been terrible in position today. As for David Daya, get him out of the club. I'm done. Yep. West End is saying David Daya fell off. Man, hate to see it. Exactly. And S is saying Universe Sauce. Just shoot, fellas. There's David Daya out there somewhere. Giroud. Come on. I'm an Arsenal fan, as I said, and obviously Giroud is one of my favorite strikers still. I backed him till the very end. Unfortunately, he was let go off, and the fans are idiots at times, and they didn't back him. So nothing can be done about that. What's done is done. Unfortunately, Giroud left, and he won titles with Chelsea. He won the Europa League. I'm happy for him. Anyways, coming three. That's what she said. But coming to the next pointer, which I want to share with you, which is also a controversial comment coming in by Jose Mourinho. This is what he does. Mourinho does this all the time. Jose Mourinho says David Daya errors prove he was lucky to land huge contract, huge Man United deal. This is by the Mirror. Mirror has reported this, and so they say that David Dyer's high-profile errors have come under sharp focus this season, and latest blunders cost United an FA Cup final place. Less than a year ago, he signed a bumper deal. And let's get into what exactly Mourinho said. Let's not beat around the bush. So Mourinho, this guy is at Spurs and he can't stop talking about his former clubs. Anyways, Tottenham boss Mourinho, who had blah blah blah, David Daya, yeah, David Daya. I think the moment when he signed this huge contract, is the moment I don't think United needs to pay as much to have him. Talk about Mourinho talking about money given to someone. Anyways, 1 or 2 years ago, he had the world after him. In this moment, the majority of the doors were being closed. The Real Madrid door is closed. They don't need a goalkeeper after Courtois. Barcelona is closed with young and fantastic Stegen. And Paris Saint-Germain is closed when they sign Kylian Navas, who's a very good goalkeeper. I don't see the pressure. Who is going to pay for David? These numbers, David gets a phenomenal contract in the moment where he's a bit lucky to get it. Is he good? Yes, he's very good. David is much better on the line than coming out. I think in goal, his agility and technical level is second to none. He said that, just considering talking about one main point, is much better on the line than coming out. Okay. And let me just tell you one thing. But with respect to this, if you have seen yesterday's game, I think the goals that they conceded were not coming off the line. It was on the line, like where he was trying to save the shots. So it wasn't coming out, it was on the line itself, and he couldn't save those shots. Unfortunately, if he's good or not, let's we know that he is, but he is making a lot of errors. And former Manchester United Phil Neville said the current number one has lost his confidence and he's unrecognizable from the player who won 4 Player of the Year awards in 5 years. He keeps making mistakes. You look at these 3 goals today. I think confident in form, a shot David Daya saves all 3. If I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I would be worried about because his performance levels have dipped, and he's inconsistent now. His credentials are still up there; they're the best in the world, but at the moment he's just lost his confidence. Confidence. I wouldn't leave him out, said Neville. Solskjaer already stated that Dean Henderson will be a future United number one, but at the moment he will stick with David Daya. This is why Phil Neville was never a great Manchester United player. He was just an average Manchester United player because clearly Romero is better than David Dyer right now in terms of performances. Ability, maybe David Dyer has better goal scoring, saving ability. But Romero, see, I think Romero has become very underrated since he moved to Manchester United. He deserved more chances, and I have no idea why he's not been getting those chances. I hope he gets those chances soon because the next World Cup is coming, and possibly he may be dropped from the playing 11 for Argentina. And that will not be good for him, and possibly he will be angry about it. He may want to leave Manchester United, and then United will have to get in a new keeper, possibly. Unless David Daya is ready to play second fiddle to Dean Henderson. Is that a possibility? They need to get Dean Henderson back to the club, and he is possibly going to be their first choice keeper for the next season. So, Dean, it's time to play in the big leagues, boy. I mean, you are already playing in the big leagues, but for the bigger team, boy. So, hopefully, you can deliver now. And Chelsea did that with Czech and Courtois. So, I think it shouldn't be any kind of surprise if Dean Henderson is made the next first choice. Anyways, guys, I am done for the day. It was supposed to be a short video, and I've covered all the topics that I mentioned in the title. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. If you have already been subscribed to the channel, if you like the video, do put a like on it and share it around. Thank you so much. Take care and get the fuck out of the club, man. David De Gea, you don't need to be at Manchester United. And Manchester United, get back Dean Henderson or get in a replacement keeper, man. It's high time David De Gea leaves. He's not probably even going to make it to the Spanish side unless he improves. As the first choice keeper, he's probably not even going to make it to the Spanish national side. The problem that they have is that they got Kepa and they got him. I think both of them should be dropped, and they need a young gun who can actually perform. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you. Take care. Be home and be safe. And use one of these beauties if you're going out. Gives better protection than David De Gea. Cheers.